Hey, everyone. It is J&A on the Let's Get Loud podcast. How are you, Alicia?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm actually so good.
So good.
So good. So I'm just like calculating when this is going to come out so that we can talk about the important things. Okay. Guys, there's a few things that are really exciting on our end over here. I didn't even tell you what we're going to talk about, but we'll talk about
You
it.
did not. You just pressed play.
How I like to do it, just keeping you on your toes, making
I
sure
love
you're
it.
ready for any questions.
Got this. I got this.
There's a few things that I was like, oh, I think our listeners need to hear our take on these things. Okay. So I shared a reel. We're going to talk about that. The reel that I
Okay.
shared yesterday. I think that's really important that we have that conversation of how there are so many thoughts that are so common and so many behaviors in regards to weight loss that are so common in our culture and community that we like that reel that I shared of that woman that is basically singing, the fact that she has like a fun voice, like she actually sings really well. And what she was saying was so relatable. And these are what brings reels to be viral, is when things are relatable. And the fact that what she's saying is relatable makes me sad because it means it's common. It's mean that people are like, yeah, that's what I think as well. So there are a few things there that we need to mention. But we just started our mindset blocker set. So that's really exciting to us. Like right now, this
In
comes
our
out.
30-day mindset blocker program.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it. So I feel like you guys have, I mean, we've always been focused on mindset, but now more than ever, which just shows that like we know with 12 years of helping women change their behaviors, ultimately, not make them thinner, but help them actually finally achieve the type of lifestyle, which is behavior, that they wanted. And I think that sometimes when people say, I know that people find weight loss sexy, like give me weight loss. But I'm like, but you know that to get weight loss, there are behavioral changes that need to occur. Like, that. They know
Yeah.
that. People know
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Check.
But yet you sell what's going to make them behave differently, which is lifestyle, like which is and also saying like, okay, well, to change your behavior, you're going to have to change how you think about your behaviors and blah blah blah. And that's like, nah, never mind. Like, I just promise me that you're going to give me weight loss. I'm like, I can. However, I don't want to I want you to know what the work need, like the type of work that needs to happen. Like, you know, and so it's like, I'm like, it's all related, but why is that so not sexy? Like, it's going to have to happen.
It's the work between it's what the work looks like to make that happen. Because as you're talking, I'm like, you're so right. I think that there is definitely a disconnect from society when it comes to them wanting weight loss and their like awareness of what it actually takes. I think everyone knows behavior changes need to happen. Check, right?
Yeah.
But it's the method to create the behavior change that they're struggling with. And we just go society, diets, experience. Why do we think that way? Past experiences. We go straight to behavior.
We do go straight to behavior. And so we attack our behaviors. And then what the problem is, you'd think, well, yeah, you attack your behaviors because behavioral changes need to happen for weight loss. Yes, but it's in the way you change your behaviors that's
Yes.
the problem, and that is not sustainable. So, for example, this girl is like, okay, on Monday, just right there, we could stop and have a friggin' full podcast on that. Okay, so on Monday, I'm gonna start and I'm gonna eat healthy. Okay, so that's where right low, okay, what's on your mind? What does that mean to you? Because you're like, the behavioral change I need is to eat healthy behaviors. And I'm like, hey, well, let's go through the list. What are you doing right now? You're going through your mind, you're going through your thoughts, you're going through your beliefs. And so you're going to tell me all of your thoughts and beliefs. And I'm like, bullshit, 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 bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, not needed, not needed, not needed. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, that's where we need to start. Because she's like, I want to start healthy. She's going to go to her thoughts and beliefs, and then she's going to behave in that way, and she's going to fuck it up because it's the thoughts and the beliefs that our society and culture has that is the problem. And we are thinking it's their behaviors. I was having a conversation with someone, and someone was like, oh, humans are so lazy right now. They're so lazy. And I said, stop saying that. Like that. We're also lazy, and it's also negative. Like, we're not going anywhere by just saying everyone's lazy in 2023. I'm like, why? Why is everyone lazy in 2023? Why is everyone behaving that way? So, and they're like, oh, everyone just wants everything fast. Why? Why is that? Instead of just saying that's just how we are. No, let's understand why we are this way. Let's start understanding our behaviors instead of just saying that's just what it is. Almost like victim, like we're a victim of like it's 2023. We're just so privileged, and we just like, no, there are some that aren't quote unquote lazy, as our culture would say, and don't expect things quick. What is the difference? Like, why is that person not expecting that and this person is? There's a difference in here. Their mind is different. The way they think and their core beliefs are different as well. So passionate. So
So
shit about humans right now. Like, let's understand people instead of like bringing them down. And that's where I'm like, when, either, and I'm not saying, I'm not painting everyone with the same brush, but let's say a coach is really talking shit about like you and being like, you're just not being motivated and you're just not whatever. Like, that is unfair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very unfair to you. I think that you need to realize like what, and why am I that way? That's the only way you'll change.
And,
Not by
and,
having someone talking shit.
and guys, like the change, we're not talking short-term change,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you've done the diets where you're like, that's it, starts Monday, and you do the things and you do it for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then you don't. It's because you didn't get to the root. You didn't get to the core. You didn't change the way you think. You didn't prioritize slow, steady, incremental habit changes. Like that's the problem. Not because you're lazy.
No, exactly. This girl, this reel was so relatable because I think that she's like, so she started on Monday, and then for at supper, she's so tired, and then she wants pizza. And she's like, of course, if you have one piece, you might as well have three. And then, well, since we've already, fucked up eating healthy, might as well. And she's like, then I ate ice cream and whatever. It's like, she's laughing. And like, people really relate to that, that like cycle of I've already ruined what healthy, and it all stems from what does healthy even mean? And why did it have to wait on Monday? And why is pizza bad and not healthy? There's just like so much, it's so deep. Oh my God, diet culture is so deep. It's like, it like runs through our veins. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, diet culture runs through our veins, especially our generation. And we're like the generation that's like, fuck this, like more than any other generation before us. And we're still fucked up. Like, there's still so much work to do. There's still so much diet culture around. We're breathing it every day.
So much work to do, sometimes because my little world is basically you and I.
Yes, exactly.
And our members and my close friends. And then sometimes when I go into the world, you have conversations with people that are not in my inside circle. That's when you can hear people the way they speak, because that's the way they think.
Hear diet culture.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Wow. Just the words, the language. Yeah. When you hear people speaking, it's they're just verbalizing their thoughts.
And people think diet culture is in actions. And I'm like, diet culture it's here. It lives in us.
That's where it starts. Everything starts from your thoughts, you guys. If you have a specific behavior that is not aligning with who you want to be, there's some thoughts that are coming that are triggering that behavior. And so we get that. And what we do is we go to the thoughts. We don't just attack the behavior, we go to the thoughts.
Yeah. And we're like, anyways, in my mind, like we've said in the past a million times, it's not sexy until it is,
Yeah. It's not sexy.
And then she talked about, so just like hearing her, like, she just started, I was gonna start eating healthy. And I'm like, oh, right now I hear diet culture, right now, eating healthy. What does that mean? And that I think we all have different perspectives of what eating healthy looks like for sure. However, there is a common ground between every single North American of what eating healthy means. And it's like fruits, veggies, not a lot of junk food, processed foods. And like, it's like and they're like, well, isn't that it? Like, it's not bad for me to want veggies. I'm not saying, here's the thing. We definitely do not need another human telling us that veggies and fruits are good for us. Like, we already know that, everyone. The problem that has occurred with time and a generation is saying that the other type of food is bad. That has created damage in our relationships with all foods, and therefore has created damage in our behavior around that food. And so I'm not saying there's anything bad with wanting to eat fruits and veggies. I'm saying watch out with the way you speak around the other foods and why they're not a part of your life.
And also, eating healthy is about your health.
Yeah.
Is your goal right now optimizing your health, or is your goal weight loss? They are two separate goals. There is an overlap, but those are two separate goals.
But I would even say, you're like, well, I want to lose weight because I want to optimize my health. Listen, I get it. Great. However, there's the conversation of how weight loss happens, how health happens. And so they will intertwine, guys. Just be fucking patient and start with understanding weight loss, because you're confusing it with understanding health.
And here's the thing, right? People go to the health method for weight loss. Okay. They go here, they go optimizing health. They don't stick with it because it's so far removed from what they've currently been doing and does not necessarily align with their values. They go back to this. So you haven't optimized anything.
You're right.
When people are like, oh, but it's the best way. It's only the best way if you're actually gonna do it.
Yes. No, 1,000,000%. And I'm like, I understand that eating nutrient dense foods has value to your health, though.
Of course.
Like, do I really need to say that out loud? Sometimes I'm like, I need to say that out loud right now. That is not my purpose on the internet. My purpose on the internet, however, is to educate you on how a body loses weight so that you can make your own darn choices on how you're going to achieve that. And health is, I think everyone wants to show up healthy, whatever that means, like in their minds. However, you're still being very much brainwashed by what it should look like. And you are the boss of that.
I've been having conversations with people that are coming into our sneak peek group. So that's our group. If you guys are listening, it's our group that we have just for people that are more curious about your weight loss. It's a free group, whatever.
I'll actually add it to the link. I'll add it to the show notes if you're like, I want to be a part of it.
Perfect. So as they come in, we see what they're looking for. That's a question. And so many of them are saying like, lose weight, be healthier, lose weight and health. They're using that word health and healthy. And my very first question is, what does that mean to you? Because we think that, like, my perception of health is different than Jose's.
Yeah.
That's our belief system. My belief of what healthy is different than Jose's. So don't think that it's just like this one way or this one word.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no problem. Let's do this in a healthy way. What does that mean to you?
And I think the reason why it's so different from each person, because health is not just the way you feed your body. It's the way you talk and speak and think. And it's really much how you speak about yourself. And so that is going to be different for every single person. I think we're all on the same page that we want what makes us happy is also different. Yes. So that's going to have an impact on how we eat. And all of it is important in your health. Do I agree with Alicia that nutrient dense foods is healthier? Yes. However, what makes us happy and thrive in life are different. And so I need to also respect that about myself and not just, so that's why the way we consume foods is different. And so no one's good or bad. We're all taking into account the complexity of healthy.
What is the guy on the internet? I was trying to find him the other day. He made the most amazing reel. And then the guy, he does like the funny things. He's British. He like goes in the hallway.
Slides in the hallway. Yeah. Fitness, shift, something about shift.
I could not find him the other day, and I had found the most amazing reel. And it was all about, it's not going to be.
It's not fitness shift. It's like shift.
I feel like fitness should not be a part of his word.
I know, but I think he like.
Okay, you let me know if you can find him.
Yeah.
But he did a whole reel about calories.
Okay.
And like comparing like avocado toast and Nutella toast and like calling it good, like nutrients versus versus fat loss and all of that. And I was like, oh, that's like, for me, I'm watching it, I'm like, yes, 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 this is so good, this content's amazing. And then I go through the comments,
Mm.
and then I'm reminded of how much work we still need to do in the weight loss industry with how people are choosing to lose weight. Like, so much work.
So, oh, no. Like, we are going nowhere. I
Did you
just write,
find him?
I've sent him a few messages, of course. So I thought maybe in my message, if I write chef, that it would come up, that like I spoke to him, but it doesn't come up. I'm actually very jealous of his, like, he is very creative.
Oh, he's
So
amazing.
creative. Like, he's so good at doing reels. I'm like, oh man, he is like amazing. I cannot find him.
I know. I'm really upset.
I mean, there's only so many people that I follow. I can
Your
go through
list.
the list.
Oh, I tried that before. Oh, can you look up followers and then look up? I feel like it would. I feel like maybe it's not Chef Jose,
Yeah, maybe Chef is not even a part of it.
because that's what we're
Um,
using right now. Okay.
Anyways, guys,
Is this podcast about anything else besides this
the
story?
real. I mean, it doesn't have to be, because I feel like we definitely talked long enough, but because I want to save the next topic for maybe the next podcast, you guys. The next podcast will be next week, will be about I thought I could do it alone. I want to have that conversation about someone that was like,
Yeah, I'm out. You want to do it alone?
no, I thought I could do it alone. I thought I could lose the weight alone.
Oh, I thought you were just telling me in this moment that you were going to tackle that podcast topic alone.
Not what I wanted to, not what I meant.
But I get it now.
You see what I mean? Like, people
Yeah,
like, oh, I thought I could do it alone. And I just want to have that
I
conversation.
love that.
Why is that such a common trend in weight loss?
I love that.
And why we feel like support is negative. Sometimes like it's like a crutch, and we shouldn't be, getting support. It's very interesting to me.
Honestly, there's
Um,
still a lot of oh, there's a word for it that I
Stigma.
can't. Stigma around accepting support for anything. Like
Yeah.
going to therapy, having a business coach is like, "Ooh, you need help." Ooh, yuck. Like there's some shame and
Yeah.
embarrassment attached still to having a coach or someone that's going to help you.
You know what example I'm
Crazy.
going to give you? While Celine Dion still has a singing coach. You know what I mean?
I saw that her health was not well, and I was like, I'm not going to tell her. I don't know if she's in an emotionally
Not,
stable
we're
enough
not talking
position.
about it at the Cormier household. She's going to be fine.
Okay.
They're going to take care of her. Really smart people work on her, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So anyways, I feel like we should save that like for its own podcast. I think that's another
Sure.
conversation. So I guess today it was so good. Really enjoyed this conversation with you. So right now that's what we're doing. You're always welcome to join. You cannot just join the mindset blockers anymore. It's over to join that. But however, join Your Way Weight Loss, and you'll have access to all the mindset blockers, plus more content that will help you with your behavioral changes that you're looking for. And this is the answer to your weight loss, if weight loss is a part of it. And I think that it's important to realize even wellness requires behavioral changes. So it's not just weight loss, it's recognizing that wellness is also a part of how you think and how you behave and how you prioritize. And that is the change we want to see in women's lives, not just the size of their pants. We want to see them prioritizing their well-being. Because imagine if you are well, how it impacts your environment, your children, your marriage, your workplace, your life, the choices that you make. You deserve this. Like, you deserve this. Okay, that was a good pep talk. We love you. We appreciate you as always. Thank you for listening, and come and find us in our DMs. Any questions you have, any obstacles that you're still thinking of, if you want to know more about how to join and which, maybe which not engagement, but
Mindset blocker.
not engage, but like membership is better. Should I go, bi-monthly? Should I join the year if I'm like ready for that investment? What advantages? Because there's huge financial advantages to joining for a year. So it's like sometimes just having that conversation with us is going to get you in that right mindset of like, okay, I'm ready. Please do not wait for January.
Oh,
we're definitely going to have that conversation as well. You waiting for January is the exact same example as you waiting for Monday.
100%, but more extreme. And
More
guys,
extreme.
you've been waiting for January. How many years have you been vowing that January is the
Yeah.
time?
It's when people think that there's something special about Mondays, yet Monday, there was last Monday and nothing special happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, clearly there's no special day. Again, there's no special January. It is all about feeling ready and being curious about a different life that you could live. That's literally all you need. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what day, what time of day it is as well.
Yeah.
All right. That's diet culture. When people say, I want to wait till January, it's diet culture calling like in a core belief that you have. We hear it, but you need to recognize it. Okay. We're going to let you go. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.